I gotta keep it real with you guys. I have no idea how to start off this video. No, I am not out of ideas. No, I am not fried mentally. Not yet. I'm sure one day I will, but not yet. The YouTuber that goes by Rob's Media recently made this video called Idiot Influencers, Your Movie Sucks. Now, because you guys don't know, Your Movie Sucks is a pretty big YouTuber. This is a guy with over 1 million subscribers. And because you guys don't know, he talks about movies. I love movies. I love going to the theater. And I watch movie YouTubers. And I think one of the best, if not the greatest movie reviewer is this guy right here, Jeremy. He is the GOAT. And I've been watching him for years. And I trust him, all right? I've never spoken to him. I've never met him. He's one of the only movie reviewers who I could actually trust. Since I love movies, of course I've heard of him before, but maybe it's just me, but he always comes across as a obnoxious douche. He kind of gives me pretentious douche movie snob vibes. So that's why I never subscribed. I never really cared for his content after I watched a few, and that's the impression that I get. I'm like, oh, so this is one of those guys, the movie review snobs. So not really my thing, but this video right here truly shocked me. It exposed him as a very horrible and disgusting human being. The title is not clickbait. This guy is straight up a fucking degenerate. This guy's straight up a fucking freak. And people like him belong in cages, alright? That will come into play in a bit. Anyways, let's just get right into it. Make sure you subscribe to Rob's Media. Make sure you subscribe to Sensitive Society. And let's just get right into it.
Welcome back to Idiot Influencers. Today we'll be covering a beloved movie reviewer here on YouTube named Adam Johnston, aka Yourmoviesucks. I used to be a fan of YMS up until a few years ago, and recently I've decided to look into his now forgotten controversies, ones that he successfully turned into running gags within his content. But the more I've delved into them, the more degenerate and twisted Adam truly seems to be. I'm not really going to be focusing on his movie reviews themselves, as many of those controversies are small and overall insignificant, though a few are funny to me. Like when he negatively reviewed the film Prince of Egypt because he's a hardcore Reddit atheist who hates all things Christianity. There's also drama.
Now, this is why I rarely, if ever, well, besides jokingly, of course, do I say stuff like, yeah, you know, I'm an atheist, I don't believe in anything. I mean, I've said it before, but I'm not like those type of Reddit atheists. Truth be told, I wouldn't even consider myself an atheist. Like, I just don't believe in anything. Maybe there is a higher power, but will you catch sense at church? No, you have a higher chance of meeting me at fucking Hooters or a fucking strip club. The chances of meeting me are much higher at a record store, at Hooters, or at a fucking strip club, alright? That's where y'all can find me most of the time. But at the same time, you know, I respect other people's cultures. If you're religious, whatever religion it might be, good for you. Respect to that. I fucking hate corny ass atheists like this guy right here, or like the Reddit atheist people. Like, oh, this person wished me a Merry Christmas and I'm a fucking atheist. And it's like, dude, kill yourself if you talk like that. This person said Merry Christmas and wished me well when I'm clearly a Reddit atheist, guys. How dare they? How fucking dare you wish me a Merry Christmas? Don't you know I'm a Reddit atheist? I hate those people as much as I hate insane religious people. I think they're both cancer and obnoxious, but I digress. I'm not really here to talk about religion, but I just wanted to point that out. I'm like, ugh, this fucking guy. Of course he would.
Involving him and his former roommate and editor, Mark. Mark kept making excuses for why he couldn't get work done, leading to Adam having mental breakdowns over the stress of it all. Around 2017, he became more open about the fact that he's a furry, or a fur fag, as he likes to call it.
I can't really call this common knowledge, but anyway, I'm not joking. I'm a gigantic fur fag. I go to the conventions. I masturbate to furry pornography or whatever. Okay. And so just the fact that really? I can't even get a boner without thinking of half animal, half human cartoon. That's pretty fucking weird on its own. So
now, truth be told, do I care if he's a furry? Is that the reason why I'm making this video? Because Yourmoviesucks is a furry? No, not really. That's not the reason why I'm making this video. If the only issue was that he was a furry, we wouldn't be here. But unfortunately, that's not where this stops. There's a lot more to it, and it does get worse. In case you're eating, this is probably the time to put the food down and watch the video or finish your food and then come back, because we're about to get into some weird stuff.
Is this a joke, or are you?
It's not a joke. Like... I know that my sarcastic voice sounds exactly like my serious voice. When I say I'm a fur fag, I'm not even just referencing the joke of what people call furries. I mean, like, I'm super fucking gay too.
Oh,
and I know my voice.
Then.
Yeah, well, I don't even know what SWAT cats was.
Please leave.
Adam claims he's sexually attracted to male furries and has a history of going to furry conventions. In fact, his iconic profile picture is a cropped image of him next to whatever the fuck this is.
Alright, I might have to take everything I said back. I mean, do I want to go there? Do I want to piss off the furry community? Do I want it to come after me and my dogs? I don't. So, you know what? This isn't so bad compared to, well, what's coming up.
Famous tweet from April 2018. It reads, "To all of the people out there that think illustrated and or fictional porn depicting illegal activity should be illegal, why do you not apply the same logic to films and literature depicting acts of murder? I don't see how it's different from an ethical standpoint. It's purposely vague, but it's clear to me and many others that this is a defense of lolicon and shotacon. If you don't know what that is, it's sexual drawings of children. If this sounds like a reach, a lot of the top comments are making defenses of this stuff, and it becomes clear once additional context is added. Only a few days earlier, a massive drama erupted on furry Twitter due to someone named Tacklebox being exposed for allegedly enjoying cub porn. Most furries called this out, but I guess Adam had to vague post, downplaying what happened here. Seeing that Adam is very well connected to the furry community, it can't be a coincidence that this is what he's responding to. And if you still think this is a stretch, Adam was on stream with Mark defending the idea of drawn CP, saying it should be legal.
Should animated child porn be legal? Yes, it should be. You shouldn't be able to go to jail for drawing something even if it's, like, disgusting and people don't agree with it.
I mean, I'm just gonna let Kanye say what I'm thinking right now.
What that mean, nigga?
How do I respond to this? What do I even say at this point? Like, you're a gay fucking furry? Is that what I'm supposed to be saying right now? I'm legitimately speechless. I wish I could put some words in here. I wish I could feel the void, but it's like, bruh, this is so fucking weird. And I'm gonna keep edging you guys. We're not even to the worst part yet. So far, he's a cringy Reddit atheist. He's a furry, and he thinks Chris Paul should be allowed. Drawn Chris Paul. I'm lost for words. I think this is disgusting. I think this is some Diddy type behavior. And if you're thinking, well, Sans, Oscar, it can't possibly get worse, you have to be lying to us to stretch this video to 8 minutes long. And while, yes, I am doing that, this is like the first tower going down back in September 11. What's about to come is the second tower coming down and just everything going wrong.
On another stream, Adam would defend bestiality, the sexual attraction to animals. He flat out says that people shouldn't go to jail for having sex with animals.
Like, bruh, come on. Rob's Media, I know how this YouTube game works. I know what clickbait is. I know what exaggerating is. I am sure you're just exaggerating this, right? This shit cannot be real. I mean, I love you, dude, but come on, this is a bit too far. I mean, I doubt a massive YouTuber would ever admit this live. I refuse to believe that. I might not like him based on his opinions alone. Hell, at this point, I don't care if he's a furry or if he fucking meows or if he shits his pants while being a grown-ass man and then cries, you know what I mean, because he wants his mommy to change their diapers, despite the fact that this guy's like 30-something years old. I'm willing to get past all of that, but bestiality and wanting to have intercourse with animals is where I'm like, you need to be put down. You need a lobotomy. You need God. And that's coming from me, dude. It's like, if anyone that I know ever came out and said, I think dogs are cute, you know, I'm not the biggest pet guy, but I'm like, yeah, sure, cats, dogs are adorable, whatever. But they're like, no, like, I really like them. Like, I wanna have sex with them. I'm going to run you over. I'm gonna run you over and then block you. I'm sure this is just a massive misunderstanding. I'm sure there's context to this. So, you know what? Let's put the pitchforks down. Let's see the full clip.
The sexual attraction to animals. He flat out says that people shouldn't go to jail for having sex with animals, seeing that as some form of bigotry.
If a state has animal abuse laws but not zoophilia bestiality laws, that means that if they have sex with an animal and it is determined that they were abusing the animal, sexually or not, you know, if they raped the animal, if they forced the animal and the animal didn't like it, then they would determine that the animal was being abused. The reason why zoophilia and bestiality laws exist is because people would be in court over having sex with an animal, and no one would be able to determine whether or not the animal was actually abused, which I don't think you should go to jail if there's no evidence whatsoever that the animal was being abused. Because if the animal wasn't abused, then you're not really helping anybody. You're just putting somebody in jail because you don't like them, because you think that what they're doing is gross and you don't understand them.
And this isn't the only time Adam has said stuff like this.
Now, I gotta pause this for a second, Mr. Rob Media. It's not just because I don't like them that they should be locked up. It's because an animal cannot consent. It couldn't consent 100 years ago, and it's not gonna be able to consent now, and it's not gonna be able to consent in another 100 years, all right? Zoophiles and people that love to do bestiality, they need to be put down. All right, they need to be arrested. Animals cannot consent. I cannot believe I'm saying this. I cannot believe I have to explain this, but can someone here tell me how an animal can consent? Can they talk? Can they be like, yeah, dude, you could do whatever you want? And just the thought of it, it's like, dude, it's fucking disgusting. Like, I knew your movie sucks. Well, sucked based on his fucking pretentious ass takes. Putting all of that aside, it's like, dude, this is some freaky ass stuff, dude. You need God at this point. I know that he's an edgy 12-year-old Reddit atheist, but it's like, dog, you need to seek some kind of help. If it's not God, trust science and go to a therapist. You have over 1 million subscribers. I'm sure you've made a shit ton of money. Go get some therapy. You are sick. You need help. I don't think we should put you down like a puppy yet, but actually, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that anymore. This is probably one of the worst things I have ever heard a big YouTuber say. Like, yeah, you guys know, animals. You shouldn't go to jail if you decide to do that to your dog. It's like, bruh, what in the actual fuck is wrong with you? Were you dropped as a baby? Did you get humped by a chihuahua when you were a little kid? Did a cat piss on your head? Like, what is genuinely wrong with you? You know what? This is kind of explaining why his takes are so bad. It's like, now it makes sense. It's like, oh, this guy is clearly a retard. His brain isn't all there. Yep. Now it's making sense. Everything's adding up. It makes sense now.
He has an extensive history of playing devil's advocate for bestiality and zoophilia. He's written multi-paragraph long essays through Reddit and YouTube comments, trying to restate his position whenever anyone makes fun of him for it. It's kind of like the whole leftist meme trend, where you turn everybody away because you included too many words. I won't read all of these for time's sake, but feel free to pause if you want to analyze these walls of text. This clearly became a soft spot to Adam, as he'd get pissed whenever anyone joked about his bestiality defenses.
Adam fucks animals. Allegedly. Allegedly. I mean, he's not doing himself any favors. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna lash out? Is he gonna bite me? Is he gonna send his predator, weird-ass zoophile friends towards the Sense channel? All I gotta do at this point is, like, throw a treat at them, and they should be able to, like, back off, right? Or I could just call my Sue and be like, yo, there's, like, 30 to 40-year-old men here dressed as cats and dogs, and they want to attack me. Can you please put him down with a dart? Like, if you have to constantly defend this, you should do some reflecting. Be like, am I in the wrong? Why do people hate me? Am I a freak? Did my dad or mom ever love me? Why am I like this? Once again, I'm not talking about furries. I'm talking about these unhinged bestiality lovers. I'm talking about these insane zoophiles, these fucking freaks that should be in jail, that are harming animals. And it's like, well, I guarantee you, if he sees this video, he's gonna be like, well, you know, how could animals consent to anything? You know you are fucked when you have to come to that talking point.
The funniest instance of this is when Adam started an argument of hypocrisies. To him, it's retarded when people feign outrage over fucking dogs, and not horse racing and factory farming.
You go to some of those, like, Twitter threads
of the ones being like, you must never forget that this man said that said that people shouldn't go to jail for having sex with animals, and then they leave out the part where I said, well, only if it's if there's literally no measurable harm or distress placed on the animal, which would make it literally less harmful than the entire farming industry, the entire breeding industry, right?
This gives we live in a society type moment. I mean, at that point, don't use anything, dude. Like, get rid of your headset, get rid of your studio, because I'm sure some poor kid got paid like 2 cents to make your equipment. What about these cans? What about the content inside of the cans? Why do you even have a fucking house, dude? I mean, do you know there's African kids? It's like, dude, fuck right off with this fucking bullshit fucking mentality.
Things that people are already okay with. But no, of course, you don't apply that same logic to people in those industries. You don't go to people who are like farmers or have ever been to like a horse race, so much more abusive than the examples I'm talking about. You don't apply that same level of criticism to them. I think you're full of shit. I think these people are so full of shit.
Yeah, I mean, it just confirms the reason why I didn't like him. He's such a pretentious douchebag snob. Like, I'm better than all of you, and I am smarter than all of you. Why? Because I'm gay and I'm a furry. Sorry, not a furry. I'm a zoophile. Well, maybe not, but I support that cause, guys. Seek God. Don't even seek God. Seek a fucking exorcist, dude.
If this type of argument sounds familiar, it's exactly what Vosh does. Vosh has an extensive history of playing devil's advocate for CP and lolicon, arguing that people shouldn't be outraged about it because children are being used to make chocolate and the clothes we're wearing right now. Both are using whataboutism to distract people from the fact that they're being apologists for immoral behavior. Noel pretty easily defeated Adam's argument by stating, "We eat meat because we need to eat to survive. We inseminate horses and cattle artificially because we are selectively breeding them for some purpose. There is no situation in which a person needs to give a dog a blowjob.
Amen.
And from what I've shown, that is something of biological risk for the human and psychological damage for the animal." By the way, this conversation would go on for multiple days. To give Noel some criticism, he shouldn't have even tried engaging with this guy. Adam is never going to change his position. Noel should have just called him a dog fucker and left it at that. And this isn't stuff of the past. As recent as a year ago, Adam is still on Reddit arguing about bestiality. It's a repetitive cycle for him. This stuff would resurface from time to time, most notably in spring of 2020, when he defended iDubbbz and Anissa during the—
Of course he did! Of course a freak like him would defend iDubbbz and Anissa. This really writes itself, guys. I don't really need to say anything. This explains everything. But wait, there's more.
OnlyFans controversy. And yes, these guys are friends. How shocking. People posted memes mocking his bestiality takes, leading Adam to talk about it on stream for over an hour. He blames the discourse still existing on people being terminally online, which is ironic as hell since he's the one constantly talking about it on Reddit.
Like, a lot of these people are just fucking awful. Like, holy shit. Like, go outside or something. The world is not Twitter.
He also expands on his previous whataboutism style arguments by saying it was always about moral consistency and not bestiality, even though he can literally use anything else to demonstrate this.
And then people come out against some guy that like sucked an animal penis or something. It's like, okay, you're being a fucking hypocrite. That's stupid. Like, that's my point. It's not about like just it's more about moral consistency than anything else. I think people are fucking stupid.
Earlier in the stream, he chastises people who he claims are morally grandstanding over the topic, adding on that it's immoral to judge someone based on philosophical disagreements.
Like, the entire concept of rallying against me for this position, the entire concept of doing that is to basically say, hey, we are the arbiters of morality. That is clearly immoral, and we all need to band together to reassure ourselves of what morality is. We are moral, he is not. Let's all agree on that. Let's, be angry about it or whatever, right? It's coming from a moral superiority kind of perspective, right? The ultimate irony in that is that I believe it's incredibly immoral to completely write someone off as a person entirely based off of a philosophical disagreement. Like, would that not also constitute these same people applying that to themselves?
No, because I am the best person ever. I have never had a bad opinion. I've never had a bad take. All of my videos are peak. My morals are perfect just the way they are. And I am above it all. As a matter of fact, I am above to criticism. I am the greatest human being ever. I am the greatest YouTuber ever. Is what I would say if I had the same mindset that Mr. Your Movie Sucks has. Once again, it's the smugness and the fucking pretentiousness. It's like, he's yapping and we did not order a fucking yappuccino. It's like, the answer is quite simple, dude. You don't have to stretch this to like 10 minutes or an hour in his situation. Once again, never forget that he spends his free time on Reddit arguing about why it's okay to have sex with dogs, and then he spends days, if not weeks, arguing with strangers under the YouTube comment section. It's like, this is such loser behavior. It's just a definition of a loser. And I know that he has fans, and there's a lot of people that like him, and they're gonna see this video, and they're gonna be mad at me, and they're gonna hate me, and they're probably gonna bite me if they ever see me in public, and maybe piss on me. I don't know. Maybe throw their fucking diapers at me. Do I care? Absolutely not. Not the first time that would happen. It's like, I'm ready to fight all the zoophiles. I'm ready to fight all the bestiality lovers. I am here to fight all of you. Now, granted, if there's a lot of you, I could just make another video and just make more money off this, right? Make more money off the ops. But it's like, anyone that defends this behavior, please go to therapy. Please talk to your family. And if you're religious, go to a priest. Maybe get an exorcist. Get a Bible from like Temu or something, and really rethink your life choices if you agree with what he's saying.
Saying that, like, there are some people legitimately that think that I shouldn't be able to pursue my passions, that I shouldn't have an audience because they disagree with me on a moral philosophical issue. Like, that's not moral. That's incredibly immoral.
This is one of the most insanely retarded things I've ever heard. He's flat out saying that it's bad to judge someone based on their philosophies and their beliefs, as if people can't have harmful stances on certain topics. This take sounds like something coming from a legit neo-Nazi. Oh, you think it's bad I want to exterminate all Jews? Well, you're the bigoted one, because you're judging me badly as a person for saying that. And when that logic doesn't persuade people, Adam brings up other people who have argued for bestiality, showing confusion as to why those people aren't getting as much shit as him.
Debate Destiny on it? Of course, but it wouldn't be much of a debate because he agrees with me on that. Have you ever seen the clips of him talking about the exact same shit? Of course you haven't, because he's not a furry, so people don't share those around the internet. Like, he has the exact same opinion. If people are gonna come at me pretending as if there's anything malicious about my perspective on it, I would say that applies more to Destiny than me, because his response is literally just like, yeah, fuck animals, they're less species, rape them, whatever. I could shoot up a room full of cats and not feel anything about it if I didn't get caught. That's his opinion on it, so I don't know how much of a debate we'd actually have.
Now, I don't know anything about Destiny besides that he might be a potential pedophile, but, I mean, who's more retarded, Your Movie Sucks or Destiny? It's like the meme that says two gay retards fighting. That's literally this whole situation.
Huh. I wonder why Destiny's degenerate community is defending his takes on zoophilia. The same community that's currently defending Destiny for having potential CP in his possession.
She's 13 years old now.
Oh, dang it! Well, I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone.
Average Minecraft YouTuber. Oh, what? She's 14 years old? That's so fucking old, dude. I want them to be like 10. The younger, the better, is what I would say if I was a Minecraft YouTuber.
Not because he's consistently defending this stuff over the years, and gets mad when you connect the dots.
There are people that, like, really, really want to believe that I'm a bad person. And so this is as close as they get. You know, I'm not like taking advantage of people. I'm not like abusing anybody. I'm not like being a massive asshole to people or like stealing money or anything. It's literally just, oh, this guy has an opinion on something and I disagree with that opinion. And I'm going to get very emotional about this person's opinion and try to present it in a way.
I just noticed that he kind of looks like Ethan is online. They kind of look alike. I don't know, guys. The people that look like this are never beating the allegations. I would feel much safer leaving my dog with Diddy and Epstein and Trump than Your Movie Sucks. Just to put things into perspective, all right? I think my pets would be much safer over at Diddy's than this fucking freak.
Where I can connect the dots, and it's no longer just an opinion. No, this is actual abuse from his words, right?
I think connecting the dots can be very valid sometimes. Using Vosh as an example again, not only has he consistently defended CP and Lolly, but he was also found to have Lolicon on his computer. What? And recently, someone leaked DMs showing Vosh sending inappropriate messages to a minor. I think it's fair to connect all those things together and claim Vosh is a pedophile.
I mean, just look at him. I mean, I don't want to make assumptions, right? But they'll have a look. They'll have a very specific look and attitude.
I'm not trying to say that Adam is as bad as Vosh, but he's still showing a repeated pattern of behavior where he's defending deplorable shit, while at the same time pretending like it's a philosophical debate in order to evade criticism. What really ties us all together is Adam's bizarre sexual obsession with Scar, the main villain of Disney's The Lion King. He loves Scar so much that he's commissioned someone to draw his persona caressing the cock of an anthropomorphic Scar. Even weirder are a full set of drawings he commissioned showing a non-bipedal Scar getting fucked in the asshole by a dildo.
Alright, bruh. I am the first person in my fucking bloodline to have ever heard that. I never thought I would hear those words. I didn't even know that could be a combination of words, but you know, here we are. I guess anything is possible in the Big 25. Let's just watch a little more because truth be told, I want to take a shower and this is fucking gross.
Yes, these exist, and can be found on his Not Safe for Work Twitter account. This man jerks it to gay lion porn. It's all even weirder when you remember how many times Adam has stated that he's only attracted to furries.
If I was a zoophile, I'd straight up say it. I'm borderline stupid with what I'll admit to. But here's a little something to help you out just in case you're confused. Would bang, would not bang, would bang, would not bang.
How does this excuse work when you're attracted to a cartoon lion? Well, you see, he loves Scar for his personality, not because he's a lion.
Like, if I fall in love with a character, I'm literally falling in love with a character, like the actual character. I wouldn't be attracted to the design of Scar from The Lion King.
So, once again, guys, this is the person telling everyone to go outside and touch grass. Dude, you cannot give me any advice. Just sit there and goon to your lions, alright? You freak, you fucking zoophile defender. Low-key, a lolly defender. The longer this video goes, the worse it fucking gets.
He didn't have the same voice or mannerisms or anything like that. Like, it's all still there. In the same way that it would be if you're a human being. But it's really difficult for people to, like, rationalize things that they don't understand.
I don't know why, but this sounds like something you'd hear from a safe, sleazy, nice guy. He's sexually into Scar for his personality, I guess. But you see, according to Adam, it's perfectly fine for someone to be sexually attracted to cartoon animals. He even used this thing called the Harkness test to justify it. And if you don't know what that is, it's a test ranking how permissible sexual relations are with non-human entities. For context of this next clip, Anissa brought up the female white cat from the Aristocats.
It's like a Marilyn Monroe type voice.
Right.
Oh, is that like a small kitten?
No, it's like a mom cat.
I'm just trying to figure out why it's wrong.
Well, because
It passes the Harkness test.
I'd rather kill myself in front of my family during Christmas dinner than to spend 2 seconds in the same room with these fucking people. Just to put things into perspective.
Yeah,
think.
What's a Harkness test?
We've never heard of the Harkness test? Okay, so people, now that we're in the age of, like, everybody's just attracted to weird shit that's, like, just all, like, fictional, like, dragons, right? So now there's the debate over, like, okay, is it ethical to, like, be attracted to this thing? So, like, some random person, like, I don't know if their name was Hark or something, but furries and, like, most other online communities that, like, talk about fictional porn or whatever have generally accepted this, where the Harkness test is like, okay, is this creature of adult age for that creature in the fiction? And are they able to communicate with you on a level that is, you know, like equivalent to, like, English or whatever?
All right. I've seen enough. This message goes to Yourmoviesucks. Delete your channel, seek help, seek therapy, or seek God, or seek a healthy relationship with your parents. Anyways, I'm gonna go take a shower now. Subscribe to the channel, or you love pup. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and if you disagree with anything I had to say and you support whatever he supports, you're part of the problem. I'm out. Did I already tell you guys to subscribe? Just verify you're subscribed. Turn on those fucking notifications. Now I'm gonna go take a shower because I feel disgusted. Bye.